There are shows with psychics.
And there are shows with doctors.
But there's no show like The Psychic and the Doc.
Your practical paranormal power unleashed.
This show synthesizes the talents of world-class medium Mark Anthony, the psychic lawyer, psychic explorer,
and street smart spiritualist, behavioral psychologist, Dr. Pat Baccili. All subjects are on the table and no topic is taboo. Inspiration, insight,
action, and fun as Mark Anthony connects callers with loved ones in spirit.
In tandem with Dr. Pat's fresh, no-nonsense, street smart, intuitive insights. And she is hilarious.
Extraordinary problems
require extraordinary solutions, which may come from this side
or the other side. This is The Psychic
and the Doc, and it starts now.
For you all, how do we get things so that we can help you even more? And we've got a couple of great ideas, but you have to know that my esteemed colleague, Mark Anthony, JD, Psychic Explorer, so much more. And I wanted to say for you guys that Mark can be found on his website. We had a caller call the house, and I hope that he got to you. He was going to fly his mama to come see you in person. So I hope we got him to the right place. But for people to do that, Mark, this is a snippet of what you do and what I do.
Right.
My full year coaching program, this is just a teeny bit. So again, we're going to get people ready tonight. Are you ready? For the June Jupiter energetic upgrade. And what that means is when Jupiter, that gigundo planet, gets close to those solar flares, which everybody's talking about. They got them on the news. They're like, okay, internets across the board are not working, blah, 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 all of those things, right? But the good news is it's a crack in time that is very good for some signs. And what that means is a massive shift. Jupiter, I believe, is going to be closest to the closest ever for us. And then you got Venus and Cancer, and you got a lot of things going on, and these are real planets. It's not just astrology, but the theme for today is all about the June Jupiter energetic upgrade. Spiritually, Mark, solar flares are viewed as powerful catalyst for awakening and energetic recalibration. So from where you sit, are you fired up for tonight?
I am. And when I'm glad that you brought up about solar flares being a symbol of power. And that's more than just metaphysical wishful thinking. This is scientific fact. Whenever there's solar flares, it's such a major outburst and protrusion or projection, that's the word I'm looking for, projection of electromagnetic energy, that it affects radios, all forms of electromagnetic energy here on Earth. And it's more than just affecting technical devices, because we are energetic beings, meaning on a subatomic level, we're pure electromagnetic energy. So it can theoretically, and I believe that it does, affect our behavior. It affects how we think, how we react to things. So this is really, really profound. And the people of the ancient world referred to Jupiter as the star of kings. And that makes sense too, because it's a huge star. They didn't know about planets until the telescope was invented, but they knew that there were 5 stars, that it was Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, because they're the only 5 stars that are visible to the human eye without the aid of a telescope. And they were called the wandering stars because they behave differently. They would move in one direction and then seem to move backwards, what we call retrograde. And they're not moving backwards. It's just they have orbits that take different amounts of time. Like Mercury goes around the sun in 88 days. So that's why Mercury's in retrograde every 88 days, because as Earth's orbit we're looking at it from a different angle. So all of a sudden it
Yeah.
appears that Mercury stops and goes backwards and moves
Yeah.
forward. Well, guess what? All 5 wandering stars do retrograde, and all of them have gravitational fields, and Jupiter being the largest, it is theoretically possible that the gravitational field of Jupiter affects us as well. I could go on and on and on about
No,
this.
I love that you did this, but like, let's talk about how this shows up in real life for a minute.
Oh, sure.
Because when you, and I do believe, Mark, that Mercury is going to go into retrograde again. However, what's the difference? Let's put this together. The year of the fire horse, boom. Solar flares like nobody's business. Started about a week ago, is going to keep going. And what they're saying about that is on the side of the sun that we couldn't see, somehow they show you how the thing rotates. This is out of my wheelhouse, right? I love watching. And you see it go around, and they talk about how one particular solar flare on the other side was berserko, right?
Yeah.
Now, why am I saying that? Because you're the horse, the sun, Jupiter is the massive planet of expansion, luck, and optimism. You know, we have a host, Lorelei, who hosts her show on Joy, also has given me some astrological input. And she kept saying, June for you, Pat, June for you. And I'm like, okay. But now I understand what she means. How does it show up? And I think it's like a little subconscious. Okay, so here I am working on some new designs for the site, some new ways to engage. And I just finished a new hero slider for for ttrnetwork.com.
All right.
And it is so not me, because I rarely put myself in front. You rarely see me on channels. You don't see me. And one of my coaches in this past week or so was like, what is wrong with you? People know who you are, Pat, but you have to step out to leave the human potential movement. And, you know, Mark, you know what this is like. Stepping out means
Oh,
that you
yeah.
really have to put yourself out there. Now, Rocky knows that. She does that for you, right?
Yes.
But this is so we all can step out, isn't it? All of
Yes.
us need to step out. So today's show is not just connecting people with loved ones. It's you and I are going to help them step out. And you know what I love about that phrase? It doesn't matter where you are. You know, you may be a hip hop stepper, or you may be a two-step stepper. You may decide you're going to be a line dance stepper. You may decide you're going to go to the gym and be a crazy body chump stepping, whatever you are. But when you and I do this show, we meet people where they are, not with where we think they should be, don't we? Don't you do that in the work you do with them?
We do. And I want to address what you were saying about stepping out. Now, for the listeners, Dr. Pat and I have stepped out on the world stage in a very big way, and you know, we're visible and all that. But stepping out doesn't necessarily mean you have to do it in the public eye to the extent or in the manner that we do it. Stepping out can mean finding validation for yourself. Now, we all want to be validated by our peers, by our parents, you know, by colleagues, people we respect. But being validated through your own self is a form of stepping out. And the work that Dr. Pat and I do is to help people find that inner peace, find that center within themselves, so that you don't feel like you're stuck in a lifeboat in the middle of the ocean, like, where am I going? What's going to happen? But instead is, oh, wow, there's an island. Let me go on it. Okay. And so that's what stepping out means to me. It's coming into your own. And it doesn't have to be on the world stage. It could be within your own family or simply within yourself.
Yeah. And you know, I love what we're talking about, because here, Mark, here's the thing. So what are going to be the themes for this show today, but the themes as we move forward? Because this isn't just a one-time event. You know, like sometimes we talk about planets as one time. No, this is a transformative shift. And I saw it in this banner, this banner that was created for TTRnetwork.com. And I found myself kicking and screaming about it. And the individual that was working on it and helping me with it was like, what are you doing? You're talking about this tonight. So here's what it is. Emotional purging. You ready for that term?
I love it.
Purging. What does that mean? This solar energy is going to accelerate the release of unresolved feelings. And May 28th is a pivotal day because it's a cosmic mirror day. That's today, by the way. And all these suppressed emotions, all these old patterns are going to surface to be released. That's why we're doing this show, isn't it?
Yes.
But let's be aware. There's a heightened sensitivity. You may feel wired, but tired. Oh my gosh, that so described me earlier today, right? Increased empathy, whatever you do, the nervous system is just piling it on. But making grounding is crucial. The upgrades are seen as almost like a side effect, Mark. It's like they're pushing towards evolution. In our case, we call it evolution. But this time is going to facilitate a rise in consciousness, enhanced intuition, connection with higher self. And then today, Mark, falls on the 28th. May 28th carries an introspective 7 vibration, and it forces the hidden truths to come out and be in the open. That's what tonight's show is filled with. What do you think of that stuff?
I think that's great, Dr. Pat. Hey, I want you to share with the audience your website and how people can get hold of you.
Sure. Well, today what we're doing is I want to send everybody to our flagship channel where people always ask us. We're still going to make a few changes on it. I've had a couple of listeners ask me to put the schedule back up on the homepage, but you can go to ttrnetwork.com and hit the Watch Now button, and they'll be able to watch us. And then, of course, Jessica can jump in later and tell everybody all the other places we are. All after the show, go to our YouTube channel, the Transformation Network on YouTube. But the point is, this is one of several channels that are ready to go now. So what was the delay? Today was the first day I felt the energy of it, to really get clear on who we are and where we need to go. Because living in fear during this time, Mark, fear is an intention. And with the intention of fear, even though we don't call it that, we call it an emotion. But every nanobite that is behind fear is some either obvious or subconscious intention of something. I can't go to school, Mark. I'm never going to be able to do that work. I can't do a show. I don't have the money. You see all that stuff?
Yes. Yes. And our good friend Jana Short, who is the editor-in-chief of Best Holistic Life magazine and a new magazine, which is going to be hitting the country coast to coast, Ageless Living. She wrote a book called The Yet Factor. I'll never be able to do a show, yet. See, Jana is, and we had her on the show, and we talked about the Yet Factor. You say, "Oh, I'm not prepared to do that, yet." So take a negative, because your brain and your body hears everything you tell it. So instead of saying I can't do that, or I haven't done that yet. The yet factor is a way to turn a negative into a positive, into an aspiration that becomes an inspiration.
Oh, it's so well said.
Yeah, and that's the work that Dr. Pat does. Dr. Pat, you've been helping people achieve the yet factor and turning their aspirations into inspiration to do the things people are afraid to do. And if you do something that you're afraid to do and you don't succeed, well, so what?
Exactly.
I mean, Sylvester Stallone was turned down for the idea of the movie Rocky something like 300 times.
I know.
Yeah, Walt Disney was striking out right and left to get funding for his animation studio. I mean, Colonel Sanders, Kentucky Fried Chicken, didn't become a success because he kept getting turned down until he was in his 70s. Harrison Ford was about to, well, he never gave up on being an actor, but most actors of his caliber, of which there are very few, I mean, he was 40 years old before, boom, he became Harrison Ford. Okay,
Yeah.
before that, he was getting bit parts and he was doing manual labor out. So the thing is, don't think you're not good enough, you're not old enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not smart enough, you're not you are.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what this June Jupiter energetic reset is all about.
It is. And we're going to take a short break. When we come back, I want to just caution you all tonight. Our readings, our time with you is going to be shorter because I think we got like 7 or 8 people in the queue. So we're going to do our best to get through them. So again, if you want a longer reading or you want additional help, you can either come to me or definitely Mark, how do they sign up to work with you? What is the website?
You certainly visit my website, which is afterlifefrequency.com. And I'm going to invite all the listeners, go to my website, afterlifefrequency.com, sign up for my newsletter. There's a newsletter going out tomorrow, which will keep you, will let you know about some online spirit communication events. And also this June, coming up, I'll be speaking at the Society for Scientific Exploration in Westminster, Colorado, which is a suburb of Denver. I'll also be doing a light circle in person, 6 people, a small group reading at Body, Mind, and Soul of Denver. Plus, I'll be doing a larger spirit communication event at the SSE in Denver. And I've got so many more things coming up. But find out about all that at afterlifefrequency.com. And I kindly and respectfully ask you to sign up for the newsletter.
Awesome, everybody. And let me leave you with this. The latest pop culture icon to demonstrate the yet factor is Mila J. Go to milaj.com, who created Mem Palace and gave it away. We'll be right back. We're going to get right to the phones.
I'm Mark Anthony, author of The Afterlife Frequency. But don't expect a dry treatise. This book educates, entertains, and reads like a juicy novel.
Joining us today is psychic lawyer Mark Anthony. Mark, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I don't think there's another person on the planet anywhere who shares this guy's resume.
He's been on Coast to Coast, the radio show with me for years. He's a psychic lawyer, but he's the real deal.
This book also provides hope in coping with grief, crime, murder, PTSD, and survivor's guilt. The Afterlife Frequency teaches you my 4-step raft technique. Recognize spirit contact, accept it as real, feel it without fear, and trust the message.
Are you ready to listen to your soul? Discover the power of pausing and turning in on Our Soul Whisper with Kathy Belmont and Dr. Pat. This sacred show offers a safe space for self-discovery, healing, and soulful transformation. Let your inner voice rise, be heard, and gently guided into expression. Tune in every first and third Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio. Subscribe now so you never miss the whisper meant just for you. Visit OurSoulWhisper.com.
Rethinking your purpose in life? Become a certified hypnotherapist and regressionist today. Bryn Blankenship is a renowned certified master hypnotherapist, international instructor, and author. In addition to her own show, Afterlife Teacher, Soul Lessons Bringing You Full Circle, Bryn is a popular radio show guest who speaks about her soul expression spiritual regression, her transformative method for finding and following your soul's guidance. For more information on her hypnoregression and afterlife regression certification programs, visit brynblankenship.com.
Welcome to Shanti Mission, a school for the soul. If you're seeking personal transformation, deeper spiritual awareness, sacred music, or the support of a welcoming community, Shanti Mission offers signature workshops and healing programs in a warm and inclusive space, designed for growth and connection. For more information and to access free resources, visit shantimission.org. Together, we can anchor peace.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. And this is the Psychic in the Doc. And I'm going to kick it over to Jessica because we're going to get ready to roll right now. I know
No
they're
problem.
like, I mean, they're
Yeah.
like, they called in here like, I don't know when. It's really
Right. And for
great.
the callers, what I do is connect you with your loved ones in spirit. A lot of people mistake that ability for being a fortune teller. Now, your spirits may bring up future events, but this is more about connection with loved ones in spirit, and also come in without an agenda, because spirits will give you messages, and
Yeah.
it may be what you thought you wanted to hear, but it may not,
Yeah.
because they know better than we do.
And turn off your radio.
Yes.
And we appreciate speakerphones if they work, but we'll tell you that right up front. Let's go.
Okay, we will go to Marie from Long Island. Marie, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Marie.
Hi,
How
Mark
can we
Anthony.
help you?
Oh, I'm 62-year-old woman. Most of my family has passed away or moved off Long Island. I grew up here, and I'm really very, very alone here. I have an estranged relationship with, not 100%, but mostly with my children. They can't forgive me for things that happened, and my mother and father are very
wait.
No, hold on, Marie. Don't give us too
need to
much.
share anymore because, oh my gosh, please don't do Mark's work for him. I just love to see Mark work hard. So why don't we have you, I know, right? Why don't we have you connect with Mark? And all I will say to you is, don't interrupt him because it breaks the communication. Let him finish and then he'll kick it back to you, okay? I do appreciate that loneliness. I really do. I'll get back to you on that. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, Marie. Is there a Birdie, Bertha, Bert? I'm getting it could be an Albert, but I'm getting a Bert or a Birdie or a Bertha connected to you either on planet Earth or in spirit. And if it doesn't make sense, that's fine. But I keep hearing Birdie. Oh, it does. Okay.
Oh, it does.
It's
Right. Okay.
It's Robert. It's
All right.
Robert.
Robert. Okay. Is Robert planet Earth or in spirit?
He's in spirit.
Okay, because as soon as I heard your voice, I started getting that. Now, the spirit that's stepping forward, this could be Robert, but this could be someone else because they come in tandem. But the gentleman who's coming through, I'm getting this terrible lung dysfunction. I mean, I feel a deterioration throughout all the lung tissue, massive pulmonary problems. I feel this burning sensation in the throat and very, very nauseated. Now, nausea can indicate difficulty eating and or holding down food prior to his passing, but sometimes nausea is one of my the indicators I get for cancerous conditions. I'm also getting this poor guy, his knees. Oh my Lord, I'm feeling like knees. So this could indicate not just problems with the knees, but maybe difficulty walking as well. And I feel very, very physically hot. And that his passing was not a quick event. It took some time. There was a decline here. So we got the difficulty with the throat, massive pulmonary issues, nausea, which may or may not be actual nausea. It could be related to cancer. The nausea and the discomforts going through the entire GI tract into his colon as well. And I'm getting these shooting pains that were in his legs and knees. Do you recognize any of this associated with either Robert or another male in spirit that you can identify?
That was my father, Robert.
Okay, and he had those. Okay, all of it. All right, so we got Dad here. All right, hold on.
Yes.
Your dad didn't mince words, did he, Marie?
Not at all. He was
not at all. Right, but try to avoid giving me details like that. If you would, and I'm not
Okay.
yelling at you. Just answer the question because see, now I know he's an attorney. He may have given me information that would have let me know that he was an attorney. But what he's telling me, he goes, kids can be a blank, okay, and it rhymes with itch, okay. He goes, kids. He's talking about your kids. Kids can be a it, all right.
Yes.
And he said, you have to cut them some slack. He said, because they're very full of themselves. He said, partly you did indulge them, but it's not your fault because they're adults and they're going to come to the conclusion that what have I done to my mother? What have I done to my mother? So he's telling you to hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. And this is going to sound really weird, but he just put in front of me, you know those blue packages of Chips Ahoy cookies, the chocolate chip cookies? Some people call them Toll House cookies. Now, I know this sounds weird, but go with me here. This could mean you or he or somebody close to you love the chocolate chip cookies, hate chocolate chip cookies, but I'm getting this Chips Ahoy, which is kind of a naval thing, Ahoy. Anything there with chocolate chip cookies or Ahoy? First thing that comes to your mind. Don't worry about how it applies to him. Go for
it. I mean, I liked chocolate chip cookies, but I don't know if it was chip.
Oh, hold on.
Ahoy.
That's a yes.
Sure.
That's a yes. When spirits give me what appears to be a minor thing, is how they're building a rapport with me. Now, let's go for the bigger message. It's interesting. You were saying that you feel very isolated on Long Island, and he shows you moving to the northwest. Now, northwest doesn't necessarily mean like Seattle. It's to the northwest of where you are now, and it doesn't seem to be like a real great distance. Maybe you'll be downsizing, but there's something about a transition in a northwesterly direction. He said it's going to open up new doors for you, but the nice thing is the new doors that are opening aren't going to be in an alien territory where you don't know anything. It'll be a familiar venue, so it won't cause so much stress. And he said, don't worry about when and how. He said, you're working on it already, even though you don't realize it. And this is the progression of where you're going. He also wants to reassure you that the children are going to, he said, they're going to blanking figure it out. And he's pointing to his head like they need to figure this out. Dr. Pat, what's your take on this?
I have two things to say. Can I just make a statement to you first?
Oh,
my
sure,
sense is my sense is you're beating yourself up a little bit. Is that a correct statement?
Well, no, I understand everything, really. I'm just in the middle of it right now, trying to just, keep going forward.
Yeah. See, that middle of it thing, that's a tricky place. You know what I mean? It's not like a s'mores,
yes.
right? Yeah, because when I do the s'mores, I only eat the graham cracker. But what I'm trying to say to you is, are you at peace?
Yes, I am at peace.
Okay.
I am. I mean, I know what's happening, and I'm not fooling myself about any of it. And it's
no,
been
that's
very,
not what I
very
mean.
difficult.
That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. Because, I have a family situation that I know a lot about, but it doesn't mean that I feel okay. You see what I mean?
Well, I just left one of my kids, and I spent 3 weeks with her, and she
Good.
tortured me at the end. Tortured.
He what?
I mean, tortured. And I'm just trying to get over that right now.
That's see, I knew something was going on right there. Wow. That's powerful language. But you see, here's what I want to leave you with. I used to wish that I could swap parents or, swap my brother for your brother or somebody else's brother. I used to really think that. And then what I realized is they were absolutely in my life for some strange reason, because there was something I had to overcome. But I have to say to you that it breaks a mom's heart. It really does. When you're looking for love.
Sometimes our hearts have to beat. Yeah. Sometimes that's what it takes to make changes.
Well, come on now. You know that's in every spiritual scripture ever written. There's always somebody got to screw up the pot. I don't care what book you pick up.
No, I
I
needed that to even go Jesus. Higher. Yeah.
You did. So here's the question.
Yeah.
I want you to reframe your language. I want you to have a different statement about your son. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I heard you, but
I know it's shocking, right? And all I'm trying to ask you to do is let up a little bit on the word torture, because whatever we speak, we get more of.
Yeah.
And what I would
Right.
encourage you to do is find a different statement for yourself and reframe that. It doesn't diminish bad behavior. You got it?
Okay, I will. I
Yeah.
always try to, but I wanted
Yeah,
to
I know.
express how
No, you
deep.
did a good job. You did a good job. I got it. Torture is a good
Yeah.
word. I
Yeah.
got it. But for
Yeah.
you, this is a great day to hit the erase button and just remember the truth of who you are, okay?
I
Good.
will. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank
Long Island.
you,
I
Martha.
used to surf in Long Island. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Yeah,
calling in, Marie.
really. Can you imagine me surfing and I don't know how to swim? Hello. Jessica, who's next?
We will go
It's
to,
true.
yeah, we're going to go to Trish from New York. Trish, welcome to the show.
Hey, Trish. How are ya? What can we do for you?
Hey there.
Hi there.
Well, first of all, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted
Yeah.
to thank both of you. I have shared this show number with many people, and it's been a lifeline. And I know you guys know that, you guys are putting that out there for everybody. So, and I've had to share Mark's book with some scientists who are just now dipping their toes into the afterlife. So it's a really good, the only one I can find that actually brings science into it where they can understand it. So I wanted to thank you for that. I'm not coming with any agenda. I know I'm told to come for message. So here I'm at.
Great. Mark?
Hold on. This is interesting, Tricia. I don't want to jump to any conclusions yet, but I keep hearing sister, 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 sister. Now, is there something going on with your sister, or do you have a sister in spirit?
None of which I'm familiar with.
Okay. Let's put sister, 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 sister off to the side because there is a spirit talking about a sister. So I just want to ruminate, let you ruminate with that for a minute. And okay, now I got a male energy coming in, and I'm feeling this massive pain and pressure in the top of my head and the crown of my head. It feels like my head's going to explode. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean this was some type of traumatic injury. It could have been because different causes of death may have a similar physical sensation as I experience it. This could also be a stroke, an aneurysm, but I'm getting a male connected to you through your male, meaning father side of the family, and I feel this massive surge of blood going into his head. So this could be stroke, aneurysm, could also be a heart attack because all of those give me that surge of blood and pressure into the head. And it feels to me that his passing was pretty quick. It may not have been immediate, but it seems like when this really came upon him, that was it. And I am getting from him that it appears that he may have had warning signs. He may have had a history of either strokes or high blood pressure or cardiovascular disease. Does any of this resonate with you in any way, Trish?
Yes, it's definitely feels like my father and how he would describe what has happened up to his point.
Well, let's talk to your dad. We got the dads coming through tonight, and that's part of collective consciousness communication. That's a whole nother explanation. Let's see what Trish, he's talking about your ankle. Your ankle. Okay, you having any issues with your ankle, Achilles tendon, your heels, your feet? This could be a walking issue. Could just be, I banged my foot the other day. But he's talking about your ankle.
Yeah, it'd be my right one.
Okay. All right. So hold on. Did you have to tape it up? And the reason I'm saying this is I'm seeing an ace bandage.
No.
Okay, you may want to think about that, but neither Dr. Pat nor I are medical doctors, so please consult with a medical doctor if you have an issue with your foot. Now, let's see what else he's saying. Interesting. Holding up his left hand, taking the ring finger ring off. So this would indicate something about marriage, commitment, or the possible actual object of a wedding ring. Now, of course, every family's got wedding rings in them, and grandmothers and mothers give them to their daughters and so on and so forth. But he is making it a very strong point to focus on left hand, left-handedness, ring finger, or some type of significance to a wedding ring. And it may not relate to him. It could be connected to you in any other way. The first thing that pops in your mind if you think about left hand, left-handedness, or a wedding ring.
Oh, yes, that definitely resonates with me.
In what way? I'll let you explain.
I'm in the process of trying to navigate a marriage of 35 years with a husband who's not awakened, and it's causing a lot of contention.
Got it. Okay, so this indicates very good. Everybody, this is how you do a reading. You go with the first thing that hits you and you make the connection. Trish, I want you to pat yourself on the back. You get a gold star and you may sit at the front of the psychic class because you're connecting the dots properly. And this also is indicative that your father is aware of the turmoil that you're going through. And he said, the thing about my daughter is she will make lists, L-I-S-T-S, in her head ad infinitum. That's interesting, a Latin term for for infinite lists. But he said she always, in other words, he's speaking to you, will come to the right decision. He said, I have faith in you, but you must have faith in yourself. Dr. Pat, what's your take on
this is an easy one. Okay, the foot thing. Here's the deal with the foot. It's not your foot like your skin foot. Feet, metaphysically, feet represent a struggle with your foundation. They represent stability, forward movement in life. You understand now the connection. They also point to, I'm not saying this is you, so don't, they often point to ungrounded fears, some fear, or maybe some resistance or refusal to embrace your current path, right? Some sort of hesitation. Are you in hesitation about this decision?
Yep, all of it is 100% spot on.
That's it. That's the foot thing. Okay, so here's the meaning, and here's something to look at, and this is something to help you. You've got to balance your chakra system. So what'll happen sometimes is, especially when Mark said there's something wrong with your foot. He didn't say you got pretty feet. He said, foot, you got something in the foot. That usually means that your footing is off. You're not your normal self around this. Yeah. It doesn't mean your decision is wrong. What it means is they connect your body to the earth and you must stay grounded through this. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I also know that the right side and the right foot is also the masculine side, which typically means we've got an issue with the masculine or something that's addressed within us, our masculine side.
Yeah, I suspect what it's asking you to do is empower, embrace, and power up your masculine side. See what I'm saying?
Take the first step.
Yeah, because, and that's what you got to do. You got to strengthen that. And, you put it so well. Feet propel you forward. You have to remember that. Feet propel you forward. Okay?
Yeah, our heels are at the front of our feet. They don't go out backwards.
I know, but the whole pain and injury thing suggests, I'm not saying it's you, but I venture to say it might be, that you're afraid to move on, that there's a resistance to this life change. Yeah, am I right on that?
Agree.
And you're starting to doubt your direction. Here is my message to you. You got to trust yourself.
Get out, like you said. Get up and get out.
Trust yourself. Just trust yourself. Yeah. And do the things
you started at the beginning of the show. Step out.
I'm telling you, you got to get grounded because feet also represent foundational things. Foundational things represent core beliefs. This is a core belief. This is not some, mamsy-pamsy kind of like thought issue. Feet are core belief centers. So there's something in your core that's kind of fighting with you a little bit, probably to make sure you do this in a proper way. You got that? Because the outcome in life is less important to how you get there.
Interesting. Very interesting, Dr.
Got
Pat.
that? All right. Thank you. Remember what I said about that? Yeah, you may decide you want to rip somebody's hair out of their head. Think twice. That's all I'm saying. That's my Bronx side right there. Jessica, thank you so much for calling in. Jessica.
Thank you very much.
That's a good one.
We will go to James from California. James, welcome to the show.
Hey, James, how can we help you tonight?
Yes. Do you have any messages from my mother or brother?
Let's just see who comes through.
Okay.
Let's see who Mark can blow through.
Yeah. Hi, James. Thanks for calling in. Okay. I am getting a female energy coming through now. The description of that's forming in my mind's eye is this woman, she may have had some weight issues prior to passing because I'm getting like a denser physical structure, but this is focusing, my attention is being focused very heavily on her stomach, her abdominal region. So this could indicate, it could be like a few extra pounds on her, but this could also be a lot of turmoil, physical turmoil in her abdominal region. And I'm getting adrenal gland involvement. The adrenal glands sit right above the kidneys. So there was kidney issues. I'm also getting liver and pancreatic issues, stomach. Oh, this is the whole abdominal region. I do get this very unpleasant taste in my mouth and nausea. Now, that could indicate medications. Nausea could be, as I stated earlier, an indication of difficulty eating and or holding down food prior to passing, but this could be a cancerous condition. Doesn't always mean cancer, but it could. And this poor woman was, I mean, so many physical things are going wrong with her. I'm also getting a disruption with her mental faculties as well. It could be dementia or it could be medications. And based on the physical discomfort, I would hope that she was being treated with some type of pain medication. Does any of this make sense to you? Do you recognize any of this, James?
Well, not too much, no.
Okay, it may not be your mother. This could be another female connected to you in spirit.
I don't know any other woman like that, no.
Okay. I'm going to stick with the spirit, though. Let me ask you this. Let's take the obesity factor out of it. Would any of the other symptoms, abdominal region, the nausea, and the disorientation with mental faculties prior to passing make sense to you in any way?
Not really, no.
Okay. All right. Like I said, I still want to stick with her. She is connected to you through your female side of the family. This could be a grandmother. This could be an aunt or a great aunt. Let's see what she said. She's explaining trees, oak trees, birches, all types of different trees. Now we all, most people like trees. I do. But she shows you in a forest, and it's as if you're lost in the forest. And she's explaining to me that for a long time you feel that you've been directionless, except that you really do know the way out of this forest. And it's not something that is of the intellect, it's more of the intuitive sense. And what she's explaining to me is that you have to trust your intuition when it comes to feeling lost or being at a crossroads in life, because your intuition will safely take you on the peaceful and the path of health to a point of resolution. Wow, this is an interesting message. Dr. Pat, what's your take on this?
So my take is twofold. What I think with James is, James, I think you came in here with wanting to speak to somebody specific. So I think you're having a hard time because that was your intention coming in. Sometimes that when that happens with us, it's you're gonna walk away from this, which we're gonna do right now, and it may come to you because it could be grandma, aunt, sister, brother. I don't know who it could be. Co-worker, it could be a million other people. And so if you get some insight in that, call back next week.
Thank you.
That's my suggestion. It's no fault of yours, just sometimes we have somebody so strongly in our life, right? Like I can't get my mind off my friend Dr. Jean Houston, who just passed. So if I were to come in here with Mark, I would have come in here with something like that, and he'll be telling me all sorts of things about somebody else. And I'm just like, nope, Nope. If it's not Jean, I ain't listening to you. So call us back if you get some insight, okay?
Thank you very much.
Anytime. Thank you.
Thank you, James.
Yeah. Did that make sense what I said there, Mark?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And I didn't know that Jean Houston passed.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, my
I
condolences
cried like a baby.
to her family. She
Oh
was
my
an
God.
amazing
Yeah.
person.
I want to talk about her on next week's show if you don't mind, because if it wasn't for Jean
Yeah.
and what she did for me, I am pretty sure I wouldn't be doing this work. Jessica.
Yep, let's go to Winifred from Idaho. Winifred, welcome to the show.
Hi, Winifred. How are you? Are we saying that right?
You did. Thank you. Hello, and hello, Mark. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
It's
You're
so
pretty
nice to hear
awesome
you.
yourself.
That's right, Winifred. You pat yourself on the back, Winifred.
Yeah. It takes like bicep exercises with 50-pound weights to call into a show like this. So you are the bomb. How can we help you?
I am eager to avail myself to the next step, as you guys started out talking about.
Awesome. I love the step thing. Are you a two-stepper or are you what? Like hip hop, two-step, line dance?
I can do both, actually.
Mark, what can you do?
I'm getting a male energy connected to you coming through, Winifred, and I'm getting this strange sensation. I'm getting this blindness in my right eye, right side. Now, this could be blindness. He may have had a tumor, but this could also be a form of paralysis. So he may have had a stroke or some other type of brain dysfunction, but I'm getting this, or maybe he suffered from migraines, like ocular migraines, because I'm getting this whole losing the vision, losing the sensation on the right side of my body. This makes sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. What is his relationship to you? I just want the name, not the name,
friend.
just the family friend. Okay. Is there a Rick, Ricky? I keep hearing like Rick or Ricky, and it may not be him. It could be somebody else because I keep hearing Rick or Ricky, 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 Ricky keeps getting repeated.
There was someone like that. I'm not near them now, but yes, there was somebody like that.
Okay. Is Ricky planet Earth or in spirit?
Planet Earth.
Okay. So for whatever reason, the spirit's mentioning a Rick or a Ricky, and it may be the one you're immediately thinking of, or it could be somebody else. But so we'll put that off to the side. Now, oh, this is a weird message. I feel like I'm standing on a stove and I'm wearing like a bathrobe and it's flannel and it's catching fire. Was there any problem with a fire in the kitchen or somebody's clothes catching fire, maybe connected to the spirit or to you? Or could you be having some type of problem or issue with a stove?
Not necessarily a stove. Maybe it's more like symbolic.
Yeah, it could be a metaphor because I feel like I'm reaching over the burner and I'm wearing in my mind's eye the projections being given to me is flannel being caught on fire. Okay, so hold on and asparagus. All right, what's up with you and asparagus? Do you love it or hate it?
I got some to juice recently.
Aha. Okay, so let's let's keep working with your friend with the asparagus. So you got some to juice recently. And interesting. In the last caller, there was a lot of things with the spirit with the core, and this spirit is talking about you and your core, your stomach, your intestines, your solar plexus. And this spirit is indicating to me that there is a firming, FIRMING, of your core. This could be a twofold message. This could mean something about whatever you're doing health-wise is actually helping your core. This could also be you're firming, working on your solar plexus, your intuition. You're doing all the right things. I'm seeing a compass hitting due north. When I get that, it means you're on the right path. You're doing all the right things. and he said you have finally learned to stop kicking yourself in the rear end. Okay. Apparently you're doing really good. So you're getting a thumbs up from this guy. Also, he said, Benny, 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 Benny. And I have a feeling Benny may be here in this world. He said, keep an eye on Benny. Okay. So anything there resonate before I turn it over to Dr. Pat?
Thank you. Yeah, I am doing those things, and I don't know who Benny is, but we'll see. So that's good to know. Thank you very, very much. Nice to hear you.
All right, thank you.
Cool.
Dr. Pat.
Hey, I got a couple questions. Anybody in your family, or you ever been to Asia? You know, the continent?
Yes.
The continent?
Absolutely.
Okay.
My dad went to Asia quite a bit.
Okay, so yeah, so Ricky is a rickshaw.
Oh.
Do you get that? Am I saying that right, Mark?
Yeah, it's a rickshaw.
Do you know
Yeah.
it's that thing you drive around in? You know, they carry around that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody in Asia, somebody who did the Asia thing?
My father.
Boom. Next question, who barbecues?
My brothers? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because when Mark was talking, I saw the asparagus on a grill. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just
Sounds
hungry.
good.
It sounds good to me. But there's some other message in here for me about this for you. You sound great. Energetically, you sound great. But there's a question I do have for you. Whenever Asia comes up, and gee, I'm going to hold back from mentioning ping pong, but I can't help myself. But whenever something like this comes up, see, wow, are you really? Cool. I love ping pong.
Killed it last
Actually, you killed it? You really killed it? Okay, match. Game on.
Yeah, no,
Game on. Game on. Game on, sister. We got that. All right. So the thing that when asparagus comes up, it's a very particular vegetable, right? It has a lot of different components to it. What is it in your life? And you don't have to tell us, but there's something in your life that you're pointing at. You've been pointing at something. Do you know what I mean by when I say pointing? Right?
Oh, yes, I do, actually.
The pointing.
Absolutely, I do. And
okay.
I am in the throes of alkalizing a situation. And that would be kind of like the asparagus, alkalizing.
And that's what lighting a sleeve on fire is about. You understand? Alchemy, fire.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the fire you got to put out?
It's kind of bringing to light something that was done that had a lot of my spiritual work taken from me. It was very interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
Physically taken.
Okay, now we're on it. Because this month and coming into this Jupiter situation, you got to release this thing. So what I mean by that is don't worry about what was done to you, because in the next month, it will be revealed to you what you are meant to do. I don't want you to share private stuff. So I'm just being really vague, but I hope you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I love that. Thank you very much. Yeah,
that
makes a lot of sense. That's fun.
But so now I'm going to give you my last tip. Fire, I'm a fire sign. I love everything about fire, but I have a moon in Capricorn and 3 other planets. So, you know, I'm generally, I get to show up on time for a show like that. But what I want to say about this, there's a fire in your soul, in your belly. That's a good fire. Do not let other people put it out. That's my personal message to you.
Amen.
Don't let them do it.
That's good. Thank you.
Do not let them do it. I'm not saying you got to be mean, but I'm saying don't do it. Look, I know I got to go, but here's what I want to say to you. Somebody pointed out to me that I get triggered a lot. And I realized today, I asked myself, is that true? Byron Katie used to ask that question all the time. Is that true? Here's what I learned about myself. Am I being triggered, or am I learning how to create a healthy boundary and draw a line in the sand and say, dude, I don't know if you triggered me or not, but I'm going to tell you something. What you just said is not okay. You see what I'm saying? So there's something about that for you to stand up for yourself too. So burn away all the old stuff so that you can let the new stuff come in.
And can I jump in real quick?
Thank you so much.
Once again, neither Dr. Pat nor I are medical doctors, but you brought up something very interesting. You said that you got asparagus for juicing, and asparagus is extremely potent as a
really
detoxifier. And I believe it's good at getting like radiation and free radicals, which are unstable molecules, out of your body.
Yep.
So this is, piggybacking on Dr. Pat's insights. So whatever you're doing has a physical as well as a spiritual component to it, and both of them seem to have a detoxification related to it. So very, very good. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
I'm going to leave you with this last quote, and then we got to go. Matt James, the founder of NLP, said to me one time, said, Dr. Pat, whatever you think you are, you're more than that. And I'm going to pass that on to you. You got that?
Love it. Thank you so much.
All right. You bet. Thank you.
Thank you both.
What a great show. Oh, my God. That was so good. What a great way to end the show. Thank you for making our day. Mark, what a great show.
Yeah, and for the callers that we didn't get to, and for other people who want to call in, Dr. Pat and I will be back next week. I want to thank everyone, and keep your June Jupiter reset. This is a powerful time of the year because we're going into summer. So everyone, we will see you next week here on the Transformation Network. Many blessings.
Hey, everybody, thank you for tuning into The Psychic and the Doc with Mark Anthony and me, Dr. Pat Baccili, right here on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Hey, look, come back next week so we can explore with you more of life's many challenges and learn from fascinating guests. And you know what? Even Mark and me. We'll connect you and discover insights from people in this life and from the afterlife. Extraordinary problems? Yeah, they do. They require extraordinary solutions. But step into the world of possibilities with us on The Psychic and the Doc. That's every Thursday, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on TransformationTalkRadio.com. That's TransformationTalkRadio.com. And don't forget, we're also live face-to-face on Facebook.com, Transformation Talk Radio.